Good morning, students of class 3. Students, I'm sure all of you are happy and healthy. Students, please stay indoors and keep yourself safe. Eat well, play well, study well, and sleep well. And don't forget to wash your hands with soap and water frequently. Fine? Students, all of you, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book, as I'll be continuing with poem 3, The Fairy at the Zoo. So students, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book and your English notebook. Students, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book and turn to page number 6060. Students, in my last video, I had completed the literary appreciation, that is the rhyming words. and बेटा सबको अब rhyming words ढूंढने आ गए होंगे कि आपको पोएम के लाइन के जो लास्ट वर्ड्स हैं उनको देखना है कि वो नेक्स्ट लाइन के लास्ट वर्ड से उनका साउंड सेम है कि नहीं. So I hope all of you know rhyming words now. Now students, today I'm going to start the creative writing. That is, creative writing is given on page 63. But before I start that, I would like to recite the poem once again to you. So please listen to me carefully as I recite the poem, The Fairy at the Zoo, composed by Ethel Talbot. A darling fairy went a visiting the zoo. She paid a shilling bet and then they let her through. And then she went the rounds and visited each beast that lived within the grounds, the largest and the least. She saw the wolves pace up and down inside their cage. She watched the monkeys laugh and then stop short and rage. She saw the lion king sit still and stare as though he hardly saw the crowd of people there. And then she found a seat and ordered tea and buns, but though the waitress came and brought the nicest ones, she couldn't eat one bit, nor drink one sip of tea. Oh dear, the fairy sobbed, I wish those beasts were free. So, the fairy was really sad to look at the animals, the wild animals, that is the beast, locked up in cages in the zoo. So she was crying and she was so sad that she couldn't eat the nicest tea and buns. Now students, let's revise the word meanings also. The first word is darling, which means sweet. Darling, sweet. The second word is shilling bit, which means a small amount of money. Shilling bit, a small amount of money. The third word is beast, which means a wild animal. Beast, a wild animal. The fourth word is least, which means smallest. Least, smallest. Then the fifth word is pace. Pace means to walk up and down fast. Pace, to walk up and down fast. The sixth word is rage, and rage means anger. Rage means anger. The seventh word is stare, and stare means to look with eyes wide open. To look with eyes wide open. Then the eighth word is crowd. Crowd means large number. Crowd means large number. The ninth word is bit. Bit means a piece. Bit means a piece. And the 10th word is sobbed. Sobbed means cried loudly. Sobbed means cried loudly. And there is a meaning of a phrase given at bottom of page 61, and that is stop short, means to stop quickly and abruptly. To stop quickly and abruptly. Now students, we have done the comprehension exercises. Choose the correct options and Answer the question. Let's quickly revise them also. Exercise A of comprehension. Choose the correct option to answer the following question. Question 1. Where did the fairy visit? The correct answer is option A, a zoo. Where did the fairy visit? The correct option is option A, a zoo. Question 2. Who lived in the zoo? Who lived in the zoo? The correct option is option B, beast. Beast means wild animals. Beast का मतलब क्या होता है बेटा? Wild animals. Question 3. What were the wolves doing? Answer D. The correct answer is option D, walking quickly up and down. What were the wolves doing? Walking quickly up and down. Then question 4. What did the fairy order? Answer option C, tea and buns. What did the fairy order? Option C, tea and buns. Now, exercise B of comprehension. Think and answer the following question. Question 1. Did the fairy have to pay an entrance fee to visit the zoo? If yes, how much did she pay? Answer. Yes, the fairy had to pay a small amount of money to visit the zoo. Yes, the fairy had to pay a small amount of money to visit the zoo. Question 2. Which animals had she mentioned in the poem? Were the animals happy or sad? Answer 2. She has mentioned wolves, monkeys and lion in the poem. The animals were sad because they were locked inside the cage. Answer 2. She has mentioned wolves, monkeys and lion in the poem. The animals were sad because they were locked inside the cage. Question 3. Where do you think the fairy went to have tea? Did she enjoy her tea? Answer 3. I think the fairy went to a restaurant to have tea. No, she did not enjoy her tea. Answer 3. I think the fairy went to a restaurant to have tea. No, she did not enjoy her tea because she was sad. Question 4. Why was the fairy sad? Answer. The fairy was sad because all the animals were locked up in cages in the zoo. Answer 4. The fairy was sad because all the animals were locked up in cages in the zoo. Then question 5. Who has composed the poem The Fairy at the Zoo? And the answer is Ethel Talbot. Who has composed the poem The Fairy at the Zoo? The answer is Ethel Talbot. Now the next exercise C of comprehension. Find words from the poem which mean the same as the following. You need to find words from the poem which mean the same as the following. The first word is animal. Animal. The same word from the poem is beast. Animal, beast. Animal, beast. Then the second word is biggest, and the word from the poem is largest. Biggest, largest. Biggest, largest. The third word is gaze, and the word from the poem is stare. Gaze, stare, gaze, stare. The fourth word is cried, and the word from the poem is sobbed. Cried, sobbed, cried, sobbed. Then the fifth word is unmoving, and the word from the poem is still. Unmoving, still. Unmoving, still. And the sixth word is anger, and the word from the poem is rage. Anger, rage, anger, rage. Now students, the exercise of literary appreciation. Find words from the poem which rhyme with the following words. बेटा हमको पोएम में से वो वर्ड्स ढूंढने हैं जो राइम करते हैं. फाइन. द फर्स्ट वर्ड इज राउंड्स. राउंड्स किसके साथ राइम कर रहा है? ग्राउंड्स. राउंड्स, grounds. Rounds, grounds. Then the second word is cage. Cage rhymes with rage. Cage, rage. Cage, rage. Then the third word is tea, and tea rhymes with the word free. Tea, free. Tea, free. The fourth word is beast. It rhymes with least. Beast, least. Beast, least. The fifth word is buns, and it rhymes with once. Buns, once. Buns, once. Then the sixth word is stare, and it rhymes with the word there. Now students, I'm going to start with creative writing. And creative writing, the question is, you have read about various animals. आपने बहुत सारे animals के बारे में पढ़ा है, ठीक है? And now that the fairy at the zoo, और अभी हमने कौन सी poem पढ़ी है? Fairy at the zoo. Now we need to write a short poem describing your favorite animal. अब हमने एक poem पढ़ी है Fairy at the zoo. बेटा same way we need to write a poem. अब now we all are supposed to write a poem on our favorite animal. Fine. So I have chosen an animal, I think, who's everybody's favorite. सबका favorite है वो animal, and that is monkey. Everybody likes to look at the monkey doing funny things. He makes you laugh, he makes you giggle, है ना? Monkey को देखने में मजा आता है. So today we are going to write a poem on monkey see and monkey do. Fine. So please start writing with me in your English notebook, children. Give the heading creative writing. Fine. And we are going to write poem. Creative writing, write a poem. Fine. Describing your favorite animal. So, we are going to write a poem on monkey see and monkey do. This is the name of the poem, children. Monkey see and monkey do. This is the name of our poem, children. Please write the heading monkey see and monkey do. I've already explained that what are stanzas, है ना? In the poem Fairy at the Zoo, how many stanzas are there? 3 stanzas. So this poem of ours also has got 3 stanzas. Fine. So beta first 4 lines, first stanza में we are not going to leave any line. So the first line of the poem is, come and play a while with me. Come and play a while with me. This is the first line of our poem. Underneath, underneath मतलब बेटा नीचे. Underneath the monkey tree. Come and play a while with me underneath the monkey tree. Monkey see and monkey do just like monkeys in the zoo. This is the first stanza of the poem. ठीक है बेटा, ये जब हम फर्स्ट स्टेंजा लिखेंगे इसमें हम कोई लाइन नहीं छोड़ेंगे. एंड रिमेंबर, जहां आपकी फर्स्ट लाइन खत्म होती है, अगर फर्स्ट लाइन में नहीं आती है तो आप इसको नेक्स्ट लाइन में लिखोगे, लेकिन जो सेकंड लाइन है फिर उसके आप बाद से लिखोगे. डोंट राइट कि जहां ये खत्म है उसी के आगे से नहीं लिखना है. आपका जो मी है, ये जो बेटा जहां पे भी मी खत्म होगा आप वो लाइन वही छोड़ देंगे और जो नेक्स्ट लाइन है वो आप न्यू लाइन से स्टार्ट करेंगे. प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस. नहीं तो आप लोग कुछ लोग करोगे कि जहां मी खत्म हुआ अंडरनीथ उसी के आगे से. रिमेंबर, दिस इज द फर्स्ट लाइन. अगर ये आपकी एक लाइन में फर्स्ट लाइन नहीं आती है तो आप इसको नेक्स्ट लाइन में लिखोगे, लेकिन आफ्टर दैट जो आपकी सेकेंड लाइन है वो आप न्यू लाइन से स्टार्ट करोगे. आई होप आई एम क्लियर. सो द फर्स्ट स्टेंजा ऑफ द पोएम इज come and play a while with me underneath the monkey tree. Monkey see and monkey do just like monkeys in the zoo. All of us are aware कि बेटा जो monkeys होते हैं वो imitate करते हैं, नकल उतारते हैं ना हम लोगों की. So our poem is come and play a while with me underneath the monkey tree. Monkey tree के नीचे where there are many monkeys on the tree. Monkey see and monkey do means monkeys imitate, monkeys नकल उतारते हैं, just like monkeys in the zoo. So write the first stanza, children, then I'll erase this, and after the first stanza you need to leave one line. बेटा आपको एक लाइन छोड़नी है फर्स्ट स्टेंजा के बाद. ये 4 लाइन्स में आपको लाइन नहीं छोड़नी है, बट आफ्टर राइटिंग दिस प्लीज लीव वन लाइन. So write the first stanza of the poem, monkey see and monkey do. Come and play a while with me underneath the monkey tree. Monkey see and monkey do just like monkeys in the zoo. So please write fast, children. I hope everybody has written, children. बेटा इन 4 लाइन्स में लाइन नहीं छोड़नी, बट आफ्टर राइटिंग द फर्स्ट stanza, ये 4 लाइन हमारी पोएम का फर्स्ट stanza है. लेसन्स में जो पैराग्राफ्स होते हैं पोएम में हम उसको क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? स्टेंजा. आफ्टर राइटिंग दिस 4 लाइन्स यू हैव टू लीव वन लाइन. इसके बाद आपको एक लाइन छोड़ के सेकेंड स्टेंजा लिखना है. फाइन. आई होप एवरीबडी हैज रिटन, चिल्ड्रन. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू इरेज दिस एंड राइट द सेकेंड स्टेंजा. This is the second stanza. Swing, swing your tail. 1, 2, 3. Swing your tail मतलब अपनी जो tail है उसको you need to swing. Swing your tail. 1, 2, 3. underneath the monkey tree. Swing your tail, 1 2 3 swing करना. आपने झूला देखा है ना, उसको swing बोलते हैं. तो monkeys भी अपनी tail swing करते हैं. So underneath the monkey tree, monkey see and monkey do just like monkeys in the zoo. Just like monkeys in the zoo. This is the second stanza. बेटा आपने फर्स्ट स्टेंजा लिखा, उसके बाद आपको एक लाइन छोड़नी है. And then we are going to write the second stanza. The second stanza is swing your tail. Swing करना मतलब ऐसे झूले जैसे हिलाना. Monkeys, they sit on the tree and then they swing their tail, isn't it? Especially the langurs. So swing your tail, 1 2 3, underneath the monkey tree. Monkeys see and monkeys do just like monkeys in the zoo. बेटा हमारे जो there are 3 stanzas और हमारे जो first, second और third stanza है, बस first line ही different है, बाकी जो rest of the 3 lines they are same. Fine. So swing your tail, 1 2 3, underneath the monkey tree. Monkeys see and monkey do just like monkeys in the zoo. Fine. आप यहाँ पे देखो 3 और tree ये राइम कर रहा है. लास्ट के 2 वर्ड्स राइम कर रहे हैं ना. 3 and tree, do zoo, 3 tree. These words are rhyming. Fine. So please write the second stanza. फर्स्ट लाइन में भी आप देखोगे फर्स्ट स्टेंजा में है ना, मी और ट्री राइम कर रहा है, डू राइम कर रहा है, isn't it? So these are the rhyming words. और जो राइमिंग वर्ड्स होते हैं वो कहाँ होते हैं बेटा? लाइन्स के लास्ट के वर्ड्स होते हैं. फाइन. So please write the second stanza, children. I hope everybody has written the second stanza. Again I'm repeating the second stanza बेटा. And remember, जहाँ पे ये खत्म हो जाएगा वहीं पे ये लाइन खत्म करनी है. जो नेक्स्ट लाइन है वो आपको न्यू लाइन से स्टार्ट करनी है. ऐसा नहीं कि यहाँ आपके स्पेस बची है सेकेंड लाइन में तो आप उसके आगे से सेकेंड लाइन. डोंट डू दैट. हर लाइन आपको डिफरेंट लाइन में लिखनी है, न्यू लाइन में. सो स्विंग योर टेल, 1 2 3, अंडरनीथ द मंकी ट्री. मंकी सी एंड मंकी डू जस्ट लाइक monkeys in the zoo. I hope everybody has written, children. So now I'm going to erase this and write the third stanza. बेटा second stanza के बाद आपको एक लाइन छोड़नी है and then you need to write the third stanza. And the third stanza is jump around and smile like me. All the children like to jump. Monkeys, they also. So now हमेशा तो monkeys हमको imitate कर रहे हैं, but this time we are imitating the monkeys and doing actions like what the monkeys are doing, because we are in this poem we are standing underneath the monkey tree. Jump around and smile like me underneath the monkey tree. Monkey see and monkey do just like monkeys in the zoo. This is the poem. So, the third stanza is, jump around and smile like me. Monkeys, they jump and they smile. वो jump करते हैं, they move around and they smile, है ना? Underneath the monkey tree, monkey see and monkey do. This means that the monkeys, they imitate. Monkeys नकल उतारते हैं. Just like monkeys in the zoo. I hope, children, all of you have written the poem. Now I'm going to recite the complete poem for you. But before reciting, let's see the rhyming words of the third stanza. Me, tree. Me, tree, do, zoo. ये क्या है बेटा? These are the rhyming words. Fine. So now I'm reciting the complete poem. Please listen to me carefully. Monkey see and monkey do. This is the name of the poem. Come and play a while with me underneath the monkey tree. Monkey see and monkey do, just like monkeys in the zoo. Swing your tail, 1, 2, 3. Underneath the monkey tree, monkey see and monkey do, just like monkeys in the zoo. Jump around and smile like me underneath the monkey tree. Monkey see and monkey do, just like monkeys in the zoo. Fine. So this is our poem, children, which we have written. I hope everybody has written the poem on monkeys, children. And if you wish, you want to write a poem on any different animal, you're free to write that. Now, students, one more talk time exercise. This we just have to discuss. इसको बेटा हमको खाली discuss करना है. Now, after writing the poem, children, now everybody please turn to page number 63. Now, what you can see on the page? We need to look at the picture. बेटा हमको picture को देखना है और हमको इस picture को describe करना है. हमको इसको लिखना नहीं है. We need to speak about this picture. So now, अभी आपको I'm going to help you speak a few sentences on this picture. And बेटा आपका जो ASL Assessment of Speaking and Learning होगा उसमें ऐसे कुछ पिक्चर दिखाए जा सकते हैं जिसमें आपको कुछ sentences बोलना होगा. So children, look at the picture carefully given on page number 63 and just tell me ये पिक्चर किसकी है. Fine. Now listen to me. ये पिक्चर आपको देख के इसके बारे में बोलना है. Everybody has seen the picture, children? Now listen to me. This is a picture of a fair. ये बेटा पिक्चर किसकी है? एक फेयर की. आपको पता है ना फेयर किसको बोलते हैं? मेले को. All of us like to go in fair, है ना? Festivals पे fair होते लगते हैं and we like to go to the fair with our parents and family and enjoy the fair. Now you can see in the fair आपको बहुत सारी चीजें दिखाई दे रही है ना? एक giant wheel दिखाई दे रहा है. Then a puppet show is also going on. और merry go round पे कौन है? Children are enjoying, है ना? And balloons भी है. Fair में there are lot of goodies to eat. Balloons, fine. तो बेटा सबसे पहले तो कोई भी पिक्चर जब आप देखते हो तो उसका आपको you need to write the introductory statement. तो this particular picture is about a fair. तो ये हम पहला सेंटेंस क्या होगा हमारा? This is a picture of a fair. F-A-I-R, fair. Fair मतलब मेला. And it is so much fun to visit a fair. And बेटा मेले में जाने में तो बहुत मजा आता है. Isn't it? Everybody loves to visit the fair. है ना? तो it is so much fun to visit a fair. बहुत मजा आता है. Fine. and the fair is a blast. फेयर में खूब धूम धड़ाका होता है, म्यूजिक बजती रहती है, everybody shouting, लोग swings पे बैठे हैं, they are enjoying the rides, eating good things, है ना, playing games, and lot of things are there. तो fair is a blast. Fair. Now, the giant wheel moves around in the fair. आपने देखा है ना पिक्चर में, ये बड़ा सा जो व्हील है, this is the giant wheel. ये मूव कर रहा है, दिस इज दी जाइंट व्हील. आपने देखा होगा 39 GTC में भी बेटा, जब दिवाली मेला लगता है तो उसमें भी बड़ा जाइंट व्हील आता है. इट इज सो मच फन सिटिंग इन दी जाइंट व्हील. सो द जाइंट व्हील इज मूविंग अराउंड. फाइन. देन देर इज लॉट ऑफ क्राउड इन दी फेयर. जो फेयर होता है उसमें बहुत सारी भीड़ भाड़ होती है. तो बेटा आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि फेयर में जब आप कैसे डिस्क्राइब करोगे, पहले तो उन चीजों के बारे में जो हमको पिक्चर में दिखाई दे रही है. तो हमको पिक्चर में क्या दिखाई दे रहा है? जाइंट व्हील, है ना. देर इज जाइंट व्हील, देर इज मैरी गो राउंड एंड देर इज अ पपेट शो, है ना. एंड the children, now in front of the puppet show you can see certain children, है ना. आपको puppet show के सामने कुछ बच्चे दिख रहे हैं ना. So you can write the sentence that the children are enjoying a puppet show. बच्चे जो बेटा puppet, कठपुतली को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? puppet. The children are enjoying the puppet show. And then some children are enjoying the merry-go-round. आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है सेकेंड राइट कौन सी है? दिस इज दी मैरी गो राउंड राइड. सो सम चिल्ड्रन आर एंजॉइंग दी मैरी गो राउंड. देन फेयर में और क्या होता है? आप सबको कॉटन कैंडीज मिलती है. एवरीबडी लाइक्स टू ईट दैट बिग पिंक पफ ऑफ कॉटन कैंडी, इजंट इट? सो I also enjoy the sweet cotton candy melting on my tongue. और जैसे हम कॉटन कैंडी खाते क्या हो जाता है? It melts on the tongue. So everybody enjoys that cotton candy. And it is so much fun in the fair, है ना. And every time you wish when you come out of the fair कि now again I want to go back to the fair. हर बार मन करता है कि फेयर से पहले तो जाए नहीं, और जब जाते हैं टाइम गेट्स ओवर, वी कम बैक टू वी विश कि अब अगले बार फेयर में लगेगा तो हम फिर से जरूर आएंगे टू एंजॉय दी फेयर. नाउ चिल्ड्रन, आई टेल यू, कोई भी पिक्चर को अगर डिस्क्राइब करना है तो पहले तो आपको वो चीजों के बारे में बोलना है जो आपको दिख रहा है. जैसे इन दिस पर्टिकुलर पिक्चर वी कैन सी puppet show, children watching the puppet show, we can see the giant wheel, we can see some balloons also, and I hope all the children loves to hold balloons in their hand, है ना. Then you see the merry-go-round with children enjoying the ride. तो पहले तो आपको बेटा वो सारी चीजें लिखनी होती हैं या बोलनी होती हैं which you can see in the picture. Then फेयर में बहुत नॉइज होता है, तो इट इज आप कोई भी मेला होता है, मेले में बहुत हल्ला गुल्ला शोर शराबा होता है. तो आप जो सुनते हो यू मस्ट इमेजिन फ्रॉम द पिक्चर कि व्हाट यू हियर दैट ऑल्सो यू कैन डिस्क्राइब. देन थिंग्स अबाउट दैट यू कैन ईट. यू नीड टू थिंक कि हम फेयर में जाते हैं तो हम क्या खाते हैं, लाइक कॉटन कैंडीज, है ना, समोसास, है ना, आलू टिक्कीज, तो थिंग्स लाइक दिस, बर्गर्स, है ना, नूडल्स. तो आपको इमेजिन करना होगा कि फेयर में हमको कौन कौन सी गुडीज खाने को मिलती है, एंड यू कैन टेल एनीथिंग अबाउट इट. तो दिस इज द वे हाउ यू डिस्क्राइब योर पिक्चर. पहले तो जो सारी चीजें व्हाट यू सी इन दी पिक्चर, like in this particular picture we can see the giant wheel, the merry-go-round, the puppet show, the balloons. तो उसके बारे में एक एक sentence, and children are there, and then everybody enjoys the common sentences that it is so much fun to visit the fair. और बेटा last line हमेशा conclude करते हैं, I want to come back to the fair again. I want to come back to the fair again, because हर बच्चे को बेटा फेयर में आने का बहुत मन करता है. ईच एंड एवरी चाइल्ड एंजॉयज इन दी फेयर. सो चिल्ड्रन, दिस इज द वे यू डिस्क्राइब द पिक्चर कि पहले आपको जो दिख रहा है आप उसके बारे में कुछ स्मॉल सेंटेंसेस फ्रेम करिए. देन इमेजिन कि वहां पे जो हम हियर करते हैं फेयर में हमको क्या क्या सुनाई देता है. यू कैन यूज 1 or 2 सेंटेंसेस बेस्ड ऑन योर इमेजिन कर रहे हो कि आपको क्या क्या सुनाई देता है. देन व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स यू ईट इन द फेयर, दैट यू कैन tell in 1 or 2 sentences. So this is the way you can at least speak 10 sentences on a fair. And last में जो conclude करते हैं कि I want to come back to the fair again next year or next day. It is upon you कि आप क्या लिखते हो. I hope students, you all have understood how to describe a picture. So that's all for today, children. Thank you, students, and please complete all the exercises of Poem 3, The Fairy at the Zoo. That's all for today, children. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.